In this video, we're going to be having a look at some accessories from Jowua for Tesla as well as Starlink. Hi, I'm Lee, welcome to the channel. I hope you're having a lovely day. Now, first thing I'll mention is I do have a referral code, so you can get a discount on any of the Jowua stuff on anything on their website. Put the discount code down below, and that is an affiliate code, so I do get a little bit of commission on any sale of that, so I just want to make sure that's perfectly clear. So Jowua sent me some cool new little tchotchkes for my Tesla, and I want to show you how a few of those work. So the first one is this little center console drawer, for lack of a better way to describe it, but it's got some clever little features. So first of all, really easy to install. So there's a little catch down here on the side, so you just flip that catch down and this arms kind of comes up, and so what you do is you then pop this around the back like this, and then it just, oh, hello, I'll just be a moment, don't mind me, and then you simply just reconnect the latch, and that then holds that nicely in place. I'll fix the mirror later, and then that gives you this lovely little drawer, so it's out of the way, you don't really see it, but you've got this really handy drawer to access stuff nice and easy. Nice little thing, it's got this rubber non-stick mat in there, so that's going to hold in place, and it's got these little holders there, so they actually go into the little hole, so it really sort of holds it in place really solidly. You can then also get, now you can get a lot of these as a single pack, or you can get sort of things separately. You get this handy little light. So a couple of little settings on the light, you just tap that to make it brighter, darker, or, oh, it was working, just, there we go. So you tap it once to make it brighter, tap it again to turn on the two little backlights, and tap it again to turn everything off. Now a nice little thing with this is this doesn't just charge magnetically, it also attaches magnetically to the bottom here, so you can very easily have that just sitting there and just doing its thing, and you can then just charge it just off of the wireless charging pad, which is pretty cool, right? So that is, I've got to stop tapping that, so that is that. You then also can get this USB hub, so this gives you USB-C, two USB-C ports, one USB-A port, and where that goes is round here in the back in the slot here on the side. So you just slot that in and it sticks in magnetically, so if you try and lift it out just directly, it's not going to lift out. You do actually have to get your finger in the side here, and that then lifts it out, so really nice and easy. With this, obviously you do have to plug this into something. It doesn't just magically connect via wirelessly. So you do get this really long cable that connects to the side, and then what you do is you then run that cable all the way down the side here and use the back USB port on the back. You could use one of the other USB ports, but it is designed to be nice and hidden through the lining, and then just using the USB port on the back. And we actually only use one of the USB ports on the back, so that would work out fine for us. You then can also get, now this doesn't come included, but you can also get this little mount, which comes with these two rubber pads. Now what the rubber pads are for is to Now what the rubber pads are for are to slot behind the stand so that it's not going to wobble as much. And what I mean by that is when you screw this mount in, and what the idea is in terms of how to use it, you screw the mount in, and then if you've got, let's say, a 360 camera, you can very easily mount your 360 camera right there on the dash and have that recording if you're doing sort of, you know, videos while you're driving and things like that. Now the reason why you would want the little rubber matty thing behind this is to hold it steady, because if you don't have it there, you can see how wobbly that is, and that's not good for when you're filming, to have a lot of wobble there. So if you put that little bit of rubber in there, that's actually probably, they say to use the thinner one, although the thin one's too thin. See, I would actually probably use the thicker one. So I pop that in there, that still wobbles a little bit, but it doesn't wobble nearly as much. So that is there. I think the easiest way to avoid wobble is to try and put a lighter camera. This is a 1-inch 360 camera, so it is a little bit heavier than most. So that is the little mount. The last little thing that I want to show you with this is just in terms of the convenience of this, is having stuff here. So for example, if I just took tissues and let's say some hand sanitizer and popped it in there. It's just convenient to have it there so that if Archie's made a mess in the back or he needs tissues or something, while I'm driving, I've got to sort of do this and kind of fiddle around and try and find what I'm looking for. Whereas with this, while I'm driving, I just pop that down, grab the tissues, grab the hand sanitizer, pass it back. It's really convenient to have a few little things in front of you as opposed to the side or behind you. So for me at least, that's the big selling point of having this little folder here, and it's sort of completely out of the way. You don't really see it, you don't know what's going on. Obviously if you were using the little hub, you'd have stuff plugged into that, which I'm not sure how I feel. Like I don't like having cables coming out, but if you, let's say, had one of Jowua's phone connectors, so you had your phone on here, you could then plug the phone in just through a short cable here. So there is a convenience. You'd have 2 phones or something else, so up to 3 things there. So that is a convenience of having that adapter. The last thing I want to show you is this, and this is pretty cool. So this is if you have a Starlink. This is a cable to plug into your Starlink to give you Starlink power. So there's the Starlink adapter, and there's a USB-C port on the other side of this, and then you can get this quite whopping, it was lighter socket power adapter, and you have multiple things here. So you've got 140 watt at the top USB-C, you've got 30 watt PD30W in the middle there, and OQC 30 watt down there at the bottom. So you could power some really power hungry things off of this sucker. And the beauty of this little setup is if you're driving around and you've got, let's say, a Starlink Mini and you want to be using that Starlink while you're driving, you can just power it off the car really, really easily with this. So that is a no-brainer, I think, for most people who've got a Starlink Mini. By the way, if you're looking to get a Starlink, I'll put my referral code for Starlink up in the corner here, or up in the corner there. Yes, I think up in the corner there. It's going to be in one of the corners. And if you use that referral code when you're buying your Starlink, you do have to pay for your first month. But if you do buy a Starlink with that referral code and pay for your first month, you get a free month and I get a free month. So, yay. Yeah, that is all the goodies that I got from Jowua to have a look. Again, if you're interested in getting any of the Jowua stuff yourself, please use my referral code. I'll put it down here at the bottom, and that'll give you a discount as well as giving a slight kickback to me. So I just want to make sure that's very clear how that works. I hope this video was helpful. I hope it was useful. If it has been helpful or useful, please like and subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much for your support, and we'll catch you in the next one. Safe and happy, whatever it is you're doing. In this video, we're going to actually, let's have the screen out just so we can pretend to maybe see what we're doing. So at least, hopefully I'm not cutting my head off again. I do cut my head off a lot, don't I? I do. I don't know what in heavens, you know what, how about we read the instructions? There's a thought.